Hello and welcome to another one of my Fall of the Samurai online battles. Playing this map again, Numazawa, which I seem to often play these days. This was just a avatar, just a random matchmaking one against. I'm not even going to attempt to try and say what that name is meant to be. To me, it's illegible, and I'm just going to call them Thai for the TY at the start of their name. So this is against Thai. I think this is one of my very early battles. I've got no veteran units, no elite marines to use. So I've got 3 units of spear levy, and then in front of them 6 units of the black bear infantry. On the left I've got 2 units of Yarikai, and on the right I've got 2 units of Yarikai hiding in the woods. My opponent, Tai, has got the deadly Tosa rifleman and 2 units of Tosa rifleman. Didn't realise you could get 2. Thought it was just 1 unit, but no, you can also get 2 units they've got. Or somehow Tai has brought 2 units of Tosa rifleman. Unit of Katana Kachi. Another unit of Katana Kachi. Red Bear Infantry, 2 units of Red Bear Infantry, and make that 3 units of Red Bear Infantry. So they're all veteran units. So it's going to be quite a difficult battle for me. I've got to be able to use my cavalry effectively, and I'm slowly moving them up, hidden in the trees, walking them up in these long forests. This map does allow you to do this quite well, and quite effectively. So it allows you to push up very nicely. And works very well. So I can hide up in the trees, push up there. Over here I've pushed up to the maximum I want to expose my troops in the forest here. He's got a sort of second contingentry force moving up on the left with his general. They've split his force, whereas I've kept mine all together, so I've got the firepower to bring against his Tosa riflemen in one go. But obviously I have to be careful because they've got some pretty deadly range on them. So if I don't get to them quickly, my men will be shredded. So pushed up with my main force, and as you can see in my last replay, this is how quickly you can push up. And generally, if you're playing on the other side of the map, as I was in my last replay online battle that I fought, if you don't push up, I'd say it's unlike my opponent in my last battle, should have pushed up quickly to this point because it's more open. You can have a more kind of open field battle and allows you to flank easier, when if not you're just stuck to this small gap here. So as you can see, I'm splitting my force a little bit now into kind of 2 flanking forces, one on the left and one in the centre, to try and hold and try and distract the Tosa riflemen so they can't all fire on one section of my infantry. And I'm also continuing to move up my cavalry, my Yarikai on the left, and my Yarikai on the right are being kept hidden as my opponent, Tai, slowly moves up with Katana Kachi and his Red Bear infantry. So he's brought his general here, and I'm hoping I'll get a chance to kind of charge out my Yarikai and take him out when I can. So just starting to flank a little bit more, because he's got cannon as well. He's got Patriot guns. No, why did I say Patriot? They're Parrot guns. I don't know why I call them Patriot guns. He's got Parrot guns as well, which obviously explains why he doesn't have that many units, as well as obviously using all vet units. So here I'm pushing up with a flank because his Tosa riflemen are focusing on this unit here, but you can see they're just machine gunning away pretty much at my units, and he's using his Parrot guns to try and take out my general, to snipe out my general. So while his units were focused on my troops moving up, I've actually created 2 flanking forces which can fire effectively on the Tosa riflemen now, hopefully at least. At least this unit is, and after a volley or 2 these guys are breaking, but Katana Kachi charges out, and this is when I choose to reveal my Yarikai in the forest. They're hit by volleys from my Black Bear infantry, and my Yarikai charge in against them as well. The other unit, I don't charge into the fray there, I flank round to take out the Parrot guns, and then I start pushing up with these infantry here to try and take on the Tosa riflemen, which now start unleashing volleys, although this unit has taken quite a beating. And they take some serious damage. You can see they're meant to be skirmish troops on the flanks rather than full-on line infantry. I charge up with my Yarikai here, and I've charged in my other unit of Yarikai to finish off the Tosa rifleman, taking out his Parrot guns, And basically his advantage that he had over here to try and disrupt my main force is annihilated. So it's now a process of shifting my force now onto the forwards here to face the rest of his army, which is 3 units of Red Bear infantry, a unit of Katana Kachi, and his general. And he's still unaware that my cavalry is hidden in the woods over here. Hopefully at this point he assumes that I've used all my cavalry over on the left to take out his guns, which I'm now going to continue to put the pressure on his flank by pushing up here to try and draw some of his troops away. Again, just put as many different pressure points on his units as possible, creating lots of different flanking opportunities. I've got them in the woods there, which he doesn't know about. I'm going to create a new opportunity up here in the left flank, and then with my main force in the centre I'm going to push forward with. So try and basically cover all his angles. He's got the Red Bear, 2 units of Red Bear facing the main forwards, try and hold me back, and then 1 unit facing my Yorikai. He still doesn't know about these 2 units, and he's got Katana Kachi, so he's actually got no anti-cav. So as long as I don't get caught up in one of these volleys, I'll be fine. So my units are just reforming here, so I can then push them forward to the forwards. My cavalry have positioned themselves nicely on the left, and I'm just going to fast forward while we get to that point. If I suddenly see these cavalry burst out, I'll unpause the recording. So he spreads out his infantry here, gauged, ready to fight my main unit as they push up. And hasn't got a range advantage anymore because he's lost the total riflemen, so I don't even need to worry about that. If he can fire on me, I'll be able to hit his troops. I'm going to hit play now, because I try to flank round with my Yoricav here, or at least, again, just try and pull this unit away so then I can just put more guns to bear on this unit and just distract his other unit here. So I've now moved up to the forwards, and my unit's still getting there. I'm just going to fast forward because it just takes a while for them to get into position. Just watching those cavalry units in case they make a move. Okay, and I decided to make a move with my cavalry here, try and flank on the left with 1 unit, because his cavalry come out to try and shoot mine with revolvers. Obviously draw my cavalry in so that he can hit me with the Red Bears, and I take the bait, because I think if I can take out his general, the rest of his army morally will be incredibly damaged, but his general is faster than I could be, and both my Yorikai units don't get that full flank I wanted to be more of attacking from this angle, but they do charge into the Red Bear infantry and then get hit by the Katana Kachi, and the combination of that does manage to stop them. But I do try and continue the charge of my Yori Kachi just to try and take out his general if at all possible. But one of my Yori Kachi units already gets broken and pushed back, and the other unit is about to break as well, and he manages to pull his general out of the fray. Meanwhile, while this is going, I decide time to push forward while he's distracted slightly on the left. I could have acted a little bit earlier though, but I was focusing on the cavalry over there. So I decided to push forward. The spear levy, I've still got 3 units of them to defend. Even though I don't particularly need them anymore, they can be used as cannon fodder. So I push up just outside the range of his own Red Bear units now. But I'm trying to flank him, and he's obviously brought the other unit of Red Bear infantry, which have done a little bit of damage to, and his general's bodyguard taken minor damage. So he's got these 3 units all spread out in a really long line, and this is when I make my charge with my Yorikai on my left flank, because I see him move his general over towards them, in fact. So 1 unit comes over the crest of this hill, specifically targeted taking out his general's bodyguard, whereas the other unit of Yorikai moves to attack the Red Bears. And in conjunction with this, you can see I'm moving up ready to flank him and start putting the pressure on. He tries to reform them and turn them round, they can't do it. My Yorikachi just about start catching up with his general, who I think is this guy here, in fact. So we get straight in there against his general. And my units start firing on his men as well. My Yorikachi have done their job. They've got to the general, and they've managed to cripple, or at least punch into his into the right flank here. And I've brought my guns up, and I've also moved up on the left flank now to distribute the field of fire.
Your men are running, sir.
My men are running, that means the cavalry's going, the rest of them are all fine, and I've taken out his general's running, he's shattered, so his general's out of the picture now, and one of his units of Red Bear infantry are also out of the picture. And And I'm now moving up to flank with the rest of my black bears, which are superior infantry to his red bears. And I'm now, you can see I'm pushing up on the right flank now to just fire fully onto his Katana Catchy. These guys are reforming though now, so he's brought back one other unit of red bear infantry. So I'm now just really pushing up with the rest of my infantry to try and take on his guys. And fast forward until we get to
the enemy's allies run like
flank.
heathens from a preacher.
He's doing well though. He's pulling back as I would quite defensively, basically try and maximise. Again, in a way, he's doing it so that he forces me to split my armies into 2 points, so that hopefully he's attempting to bring more guns to bear on one flank and overpower me, so he can then turn around and defeat me on the opposite flank. But obviously he doesn't have enough men to do this effectively, so eventually I'm going to outnumber him. So my units here just ready, just need to push them up a little bit to finish off his units, but I'm just pushing up the rest of my black bears and some spear levy in fact as well. My general's bodyguard has come up here as well. And it's only a matter of time now before I finish him off. And you can see I now push up with the rest of my men. He gets the first volley off with the remainder of his Lu red bear infantry. And my guys just get into position and then get ready to fire. These guys are shooting through the dojo at the Katana Catchy. These guys line up and they fire a volley all along the line. And they're broken. So I can now push around on that flank. On the left, my men are actually deploying in his field of fire, so they're getting shot at while they push forward. And they're doing their weird awkward little shuffle, dance shuffle. But I'm slowly pushing around and doing alright there. But I'm flanking around now on the left with my my black bears. I'm pushing forward with spear levy, my general's bodyguard to try and hold up the Katana Catchy. I'm hoping these guys will get a volley off before the Katana Catchy get a shot, get a charge in. They're getting hit from the flank, so by this black bear infantry unit, and now from the front. And you can just see them fall as they charge in. Oh, that was pretty cool. I got kicked him aside. So they're holding on there, being hit shot by my general, and just generally being shot to pieces. So here I decided to use my spear levy as a screen for my line infantry. Basically try and get in there, engage them in melee, so then I can push forward with my black bears. They managed to get a volley off against one unit of spear levy, another unit, another volley, and while that's happening I'm pushing up my line infantry, so they'll now be in range to shoot them, and I'm now going to flank them in the rear as well. And I'm flanking around here as well, didn't really need to do it. These guys just get to the red bears and hit them with their Yaris.
You have triumphed over the enemy.
And victory is mine. Supported by volleys from the black bears, probably take out some of my own men, but at this point it's fine. And they're getting shot by my general here, the remaining Katana Catchy. Good game to tie. Please choose an easier name next time to say. Hope you enjoyed that replay. Do please comment, rate, subscribe, thumb up this video, and check out my other campaign parts and other battles. I think it shows a result screen. Hoping it does anyway. Once it loads. Get the victory music going. Do a little jig. Oh, there we go, yeah. So obviously I deployed far more than Tai. He brought those parrot guns and Tosa riflemen. But I did manage to beat him. Most kills were gained by the Yarikai and then by the Black Bear infantry. Oh, I did have actually a unit, a veteran unit. Ah, the Black Bear Beasts were there. Bless them. So as always, hope you enjoyed. Comment, rate, subscribe, thumb up this video.